this is real, right? Major League Baseball intends to play baseball in 2020. This is a real conversation and a real possibility, Jeff, yes?
This is a very real thing that I think most of the stakeholders around the game, and we're talking people in the commissioner's office, we're talking players, we're talking executives, we're talking those who have the ability to make that decision. I think together they're all on board with the idea of playing this year. Now, there are still hurdles. There are going to be hurdles, and I said this yesterday. I was on Adrian Wojnarowski's podcast. It was me, him, and Adam Schefter, and we were just talking about the different sort of states of affair with our sports and what it's going to be like to get them back. And the point that I made was there are going to be catastrophic screw-ups along the way because we are just dealing with the complete unknown. And not only the complete unknown, but something that has the ability to change direction like Barry Sanders. I mean, it could be looking great one day, and all of a sudden, 2 minutes later, it's like we're going backward. And we have to, I think, as a society and the sports themselves, be willing to accept that there may be failures, there may be bad decisions that are made, but ultimately along the way, so long as they are keeping health and safety at the forefront of their minds rather than money and profit, so long as they're doing this judiciously and with the health and safety, not just of the players, but the coaches, the managers, everybody involved, and the American public in mind, I think there is room, Rich, for sports right now, and I think that the room is complemented by appetite for it.
No question about that, Jeff. There's no doubt about that. And when you say that the public and everyone else has to understand that there could be a monumental screw-up, and that wouldn't be, we're hoping, a human error or the fault of a lack of planning or incompetence. It's just, again, the virus acts on its own time, and it acts in its own way, and it acts in a way that experts and science-based individuals are still trying to figure out. So the question is would the players buy in? Would the players buy into, all right, I'm going to quarantine for a month away from wife, kids, or can I bring wife, kids, or are certain teams going to, not going to allow wife, kids, and then other teams are? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like we're twisting a Rubik's Cube right here. What about the players, Jeff?
Yeah. Listen, we're twisting a Rubik's Cube, Rich, but as I can attest, my 12-year-old can solve a Rubik's Cube in about 20 seconds.
Well, that's probably yanking the pieces out and putting them back together. That's what I did when I was
No,
9.
he's not one of those kids who switches the stickers.
Damn.
I'm going to have to send you a video when we're off the air here. You're going to see this.
Okay.
And your first reaction is going to be, Passan, that cannot possibly be a child.
I look forward to that. That'll be great. We'll put it on our feeds.
It's pretty spectacular. Here's the thing about the players. They hold power here. They don't hold all the cards, but they can very easily say, if we don't feel safe, if we don't feel confident in this, we're not going to play. The issue is right now a lot of the concern on the player side is financial. And that is totally understandable, Rich, I think, in a vacuum. If you feel like you signed a contract and agreed to a deal with Major League Baseball, which the Players Association did, that guarantees you, in your mind, a particular amount of money for services rendered, and now owners are saying, oh, wait, hold on a second. We're probably not going to have fans in the stands. We're not going to have the revenues that we thought we were going to, so you might need to take a little haircut. That's not going to sit well with players. And I get that. My hope in this situation is that all the parties involved recognize that this is about more than what an individual, whether it is a player or an owner, is doing financially. This is, and I hate to make it bigger than it actually is, because, look, we're talking about games, we're talking about sports, but I think this is a potentially important thing for the country. and something that people really can and should look forward to, not just to have the games back, but to have that sliver of normalcy. And it's going to be an abnormal normal, Rich. It's going to be games played at the beginning without fans in the stands, probably in a number of cases in either minor league or college parks. Like, it's going to be a little discomforting at the beginning. But the comfortable part we're going to have are the sounds, are the actions, are the things that with which we've grown familiar throughout the years, and that to me symbolize summer for us. And that's just watching a ball game, regardless of where it is, regardless of how it's being played. It's baseball, and if it's back, that is better than it not being
No
back.
doubt about it. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.